Alright guys, it's Duck from 3A Productions here and I'm back with another video. If you guys haven't seen my previous video about Spider-Man leaving the MCU, make sure to check that out. I'm just going to give a quick recap in this video, so let's go into it. It all started when Sony and Disney fell apart on the deal with Spider-Man and he apparently left the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What happened was they didn't agree on the share split of their box office money and Disney wanted a 50-50 split and Sony obviously didn't want that. They wanted to keep to the original arrangement. And obviously they parted ways and Spider-Man left the MCU with Sony looking to make a Venom Spider-Man crossover, and that's where we pick up this story. And I've got it from Comics Books News. I'll be playing the video in the background, well, should see in the video as your visuals. The report states the full deal on all the details included in it. Apparently it's a 7-movie deal, well it's really 6-movie deal with the option for a 7th movie. It's supposed to include 2 sets of trilogies for the Spider-Man character, so 1 to complete the original trilogy and 3 more films set later in his college years where he's going to meet some extra characters, well, newly Fantastic Four characters such as Johnny Storm and a couple X-Men characters. It's all detailed in the report. I'll leave a link in the description as well, so if you want to look at it yourself. And also the other few films are the Avengers films and any other crossover films where he's going to have a larger, greater role in there, so it's really going to lead the MCU to phase 4 and further. With Sony and Disney obviously falling out over Spider-Man, there'd be a massive gaping hole left in the MCU, so to address this, Marvel would be really able to address it with the rights and obviously everything going back to Spider-Man, so they'd just be left with Spider-Man gone and not being able to properly address it to the audience, which would be very weird. And a lot of people started petitions, calling Sony out, and Sony faced a lot of backlash from it, and piling on a lot of pressure to Disney to get the deal done. And according to these reports, it has been done, and these reports are coming from Comic Book News, or is it Cosmic Book News, I don't know, one of the two. They'll be on screen right now so you can check them out. I'll leave a link in the description as well so you can go onto the article and search and look at all the information that they provided. If the new reports are to be believed, then apparently Sony and Disney have agreed on a 7-movie deal, well, option with a 7th movie of Spider-Man, so I'll have 2 sets of trilogies, 1 to finish off the original one and a new one starring around his college years, and he'll be looking to help introduce X-Men characters and Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four interacting with Spider-Man and helping build his character up. They also agreed in his future Avengers films or cameo films he'll have a more prominent role and help lead phase 4 and beyond Marvel, really. Sony and Disney also agreed on to co-finance all projects such as like the movies, Spider-Man movies. Venom will also relocate to the MCU, which is huge news since he's a very big character and done very well for Sony. Spin-offs would include like things like Black Cat and Morbid the Vampire. This will be all to help Disney Plus streaming service, which help compete against Netflix. Apparently also in the deal, if Sony do get bought out by a rival company, say for example Apple, then the rights will instantly return, the Spider-Man rights will instantly return back to Marvel. I also just wanted to talk about like all this social media pressure coming from Disney, well not Disney, all the fans, all the big actors such as Tom Holland and Zendaya unfollowing Sony, just piling more pressure on them, trying to get the deal done. And obviously Stan Lee's daughter as well criticizing Disney not getting a deal done, helping their key characters stay at Marvel and Spider-Man, and saying is disrespect to Stan Lee's legacy, which I think hit hard. And I obviously think Disney took it into account, and I don't think it is a negotiation tactic, really trying to get as much pressure as he can on Sony and try and really just negotiate a better deal for them. And if these reports are to be believed, then they have negotiated a very good deal for themselves, and it was all in an attempt to offer the new deal and unveil it at Disney D23 Expo. I don't think it was done in time, or it hasn't been confirmed, like all the little details and stuff like that, so they'll announce it at a later date, I believe. Just a little update on the D23 Expo. They announced 3 new TV shows and heading to Disney Plus, and those were She-Hulk, Moon Knight and Miss Marvel. So just let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. It's big news heading out D23 Expo that these 3 shows are being added to Disney Plus, and just adding to taking down Netflix, really. Comments with Bob Iger saying they're treating it like the most important thing that they're releasing. So big news from Disney Plus, looks like they're really going for it. And yeah, carrying on to Spider-Man, just have to wait for a real big news outlet to confirm the news whether or not Spider-Man deal has been agreed with Sony and Disney. But anyway, that's the source, Comics Books News. I'll leave the link in the description. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe down below, and let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below about the news that apparently apparently Spider-Man's rejoined the MCU, and I'll catch you guys later. It's been Duck, and I'm out.